Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading, and today is November 14th, 2024, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, gold continues to retreat. But first, looking at today's major economic events, so we have at 3:30 South African time, out of the United States, we have a Producers Price Index. This is an inflation report on the producer side. Now looking today also, we have corporate earnings for Disney. Looking at the market, starting out with the Forex symbols, the US dollar continues to gain versus the major pairs. And as we shift over to the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ pretty much unchanged. And looking at commodities, gold continues to sell off as mentioned before. And as we look at the stocks, they're really mixed. Amazon pivots to new highs. And lastly, look at cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin consolidates in its upper range. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're going to first take a look at the Euro USD on a weekly chart. You can see that it's just nosediving. I mean, from its double top of 111, we're trading right now at 105. That's over a 600 pip move in less than 3 months, which is tremendous. I mean, it's a very big move for the Euro USD. Now we're closing in on this 105-ish level. We broke that 106. We're closing in at the next support level, 105.0-ish level. So keep that in mind. Now looking at the GBP USD as well. Also, once it broke that 200-day moving average, there you go. You don't need a bigger signal than that. We were at 128.22 and we're now at 126.91, over 130 pips lower. That's just easy money, not even doing anything. I remember the Canadian dollar, which we were watching, and you see that red line over there that we were kept on watching and said, oh, it's on multi-year resistance-ish level. There we go. Well, it did it. It finally broke out higher to 140 versus the dollar, and it used that red line as a support. That was a beautiful, easy trade. Unbelievable as well on the upside there. And the dollar also continues to gain versus the Japanese yen. So all the major pairs getting weaker versus the US dollar. And it's really a great day for just trading the Forex symbols once again, where we've taken some of our focus away from it because it hasn't been the biggest trade. So with that said, just keep an eye on it. Continue to keep an eye on where can it go now. It could still go lower, okay? I don't like to chase things. And if you are going into it, so just be careful on the downside, but it's still continuously going lower. Now looking at gold also retracing big. We're looking at a weekly chart for 27.85. We're at 25.58. We're about 230 points lower. Remember, we were at 2,000, so we do have another 300 points to really retrace to. I mean, on a larger time frame, because that was really our breakout point. Once we broke out of it, we should expect a 50% retracement there. So that's something to consider as well. Now, crude oil didn't do much on its bottom of its range. Didn't break out lower yet, but keep an eye on it, okay, because it is testing that. Now, Dow Jones did stall yesterday, okay. There we are. We're just about unchanged at 44,000, not anything big there. And the NASDAQ also unchanged. Now, the stocks are individually very different, okay? We're looking at Amazon making new highs, 214 once again. Wow, that is amazing. You can't see it. Again, it's one of those big stocks that did break, that did split, so you can't see it in real time, but that's new record highs. Cisco coming back into play at $59. Yesterday it had its earning reports coming out pretty decent, so it's continuously getting stronger, maybe back to its highs of $64 a share, and that's pretty good for Cisco. Cisco's a very solid company and may still have some upside. Now Tesla did retrace a little bit yesterday to 329. It filled in the first gap, okay, but I would still use it as a supportish level at 310-ish level, okay, as a supportish level, because that was previous resistance, so keep that in mind. And we've got to move to a weekly chart to see that. So I would still use that 308-ish level as a supportish level, maybe $300 as a supportish level, as people taking some money off of the table here. And now the other stocks really very changed, okay. Bank of America still holding on to gains, but if you look at Microsoft, just trading sideways and not really doing much. All right. However, looking at NVIDIA, taking a little bit of a downwards momentum here over the past couple of days. Not big, but it's money being taken off the table, and yet it's still happening. And lastly, looking at Bitcoin, boom, consolidating in its upper range. It's really teasing us at this 89,000. I mean, this is just historic, okay? I remember when Bitcoin was $100 a Bitcoin. I mean, that even then I thought it was overpriced, right? $300 a Bitcoin. And then it went to 1,000, and then 3,000. Then it jumped to about 16,000, and then to 29,000, and history is there. Okay, so amazing trade for, if you're still holding on to Bitcoin, good for you. Some of the others just, take it back, maybe trade a little bit of it. It's consolidating here. It's not doing much, so I can't really jump into any kind of move into Bitcoin right at this moment. So that's it for today. Just be aware we do have Producers Price Index today, so it could add some volatility to the market. And then later tonight, we have Chairman Powell speaking out of the United States, so that's very late tonight at 10 p.m. South African time, so it shouldn't affect most of your trading day. This is Fed Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.